Welcome to Cardovian State News with your host, Magistrate of Cardovia, Line Leon 9. On today's news, recent seismic activities in Nova Lunaris have led locals of the area believing that there is a dragon underneath Nova Lunaris. Do not panic, I promise you there is no dragon underneath the city of Nova Lunaris. Also, the leaders of Nova Storia are proud to announce about their recent purchases of land from Vaymor. No longer will their city be an enclave in the ocean, but now a large landed nation. Cardovia is also proud to present to the world its new defensive alliance with the small but beautiful nation of Santochi. They both share the same culture and religion, and hopefully this defensive alliance will be the beginning of something amazing. Good luck! In other news, with tensions rising across Eldam and war on the horizon, what does everyone think of Eldam's current warring situation? Our reporter on the ground, Vexley, has made a special report all about it. Take it from here, Vexley.
Thank you, Leon. I traveled across Eldam, and on my travels, I met the leader of Norwich, an apostle from Alazria, a citizen of AWE, and the leader of Heliosis, to ask them their thoughts on the current global conflict. This is what they told me. Alright, so I have a couple questions to ask you, okay? What is
Okay.
your current view on the global tension?
Well, the global tensions are, what can I say? Very extreme. Like, there's wars all the time.
I prefer being pacifist. Though if somebody comes to attack my town, I have to defend it. But that's about it. I don't like war generally.
Nice take.
I think the tension of any sort is bad tension. And like a good masseuse, we need to get rid of it. I think that the current situation in the southwest, it could be a little bit more peachier. And I must say that the heresy of ratism and the Rat King is particularly abhorrent to me and my people. The only true god in our eyes really being Alzar. Though we have many, many other gods. The political destabilization caused by ratism is also, I take great offense to that personally. I think that lots of people have tried to maintain strong nations, and this attempt at destabilization it's really destroying those dreams. Factionalism and grouping as well is a major issue in Eldam, and I think that on the current path we're going down, if we continue to form these smaller factions and groups and all these nations with different agreements to other nations and counter agreements with others, in the event one agreement fails, I think we could really see a situation where Eldam is in complete turmoil, and I cannot accept that.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Have you had any experience with bandits?
Bandits. I haven't seen them myself personally, but I know that almost daily, maybe once a week or once a day, a bandit definitely wanders over the borders of the town. We are trying to combat this, but with it's still a bad thing that it happens, if you could say that. Simply put, it's bad, it happens. We are trying to combat it.
On to my next question. Have you had any experience with raiders in the past?
We have, yes. There was this one guy, he joined and he stole all our diamonds, all our iron, and then left. And it was only through a small slither of luck that we actually managed to get it all back. And it was through that and working with another group, ironically, that we managed to get it all back. And that really formed the basis for an idea. And that idea is that we need to come together, not just against these ne'er-doers that go against the rules, because he was without a bandit tag, but it paints a very clear picture about actual bandits and the fact we need to deal with them.
Now, are you doing anything to prevent another bandit attack?
We are. We have decided that now is the time to form an Interpol for Eldam. And now this Interpol will register bandits and will make sure that all of them have a criminal record and are brought to justice for committing crimes against the people of Eldam.
Now, what are your thoughts on war?
My thoughts on war is, as long as I'm on the good side, and as long as it's like fighting for the good, then I'll totally fight for it. But war in general, not my cup of tea.
Well, you see, the citizens of Heliosis don't really concern ourselves with the world politics stage, if you will. We like to think of ourselves as independent, strong, maybe, if you would go that far. But I believe that the only way we can do our continue as a nation is by ourselves, for ourselves, with ourselves. I believe that's the only way forward for us, as me as a leader, and I'm sure the citizens of this country would definitely believe in the same thing.
I think that people can forget that the pen is far mightier than the sword, and I've just punched you again. That really underlines my point. See, that punch there, it didn't help, because you're still here. I mean, I love you here,
Exactly.
but it didn't help at all. If anything, it made things worse. So, I think that if we come together and we talk about what we want to solve, and we have these words of peace rather than threats of violence, then I think people will realize that, you know, everything doesn't have to be about fighting each other. It can be about working together to build something absolutely incredible that Minecraft's never seen before.
Nicely said. All right, thank you, Sam, for your time. Leon, back to you.
Wow, what a great insight into the minds of the people of Eldam and their thoughts on world conflict. Sadly, this is all we have time for today. If you enjoyed this broadcast, remember to subscribe for more content. If you'd like to know more about the people we interviewed, we'll be leaving all their Discords in the description of this video. Wherever you are in the world, I wish you a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.